Hey guys, Linus here, and today we're going to install Java on your computer. Specifically, we're going to install the Java Development Kit, or JDK for short. What is the JDK? The JDK is a package of tools that lets you write, compile, and run Java programs. It's essential for anyone who wants to develop Java applications. So, why do we need this thing? Java is a popular programming language used for everything from web applications to mobile apps to big data processing. If you're interested in a career in software development, learning Java is a great place to start. And to write Java code, you need the JDK. It's that simple. It's like trying to bake a cake without an oven. You just can't do it. Now that you understand the importance of the JDK, let's move on to the actual installation. In the next section, we will walk you through the process of downloading the correct JDK installer for your Windows system. To download the JDK, you need to visit the Oracle website. Oracle is the company that develops and maintains Java. They have a whole section dedicated to Java downloads. Once you're on the Oracle website, navigate to the Java SE downloads section. SE stands for Standard Edition, which is the version of Java you'll need for most applications. Now, you'll see a bunch of different download options. Don't get overwhelmed, it's simpler than it looks. You need to choose the right JDK installer for your operating system, which in our case is Windows. You'll also need to choose between the 32-bit and 64-bit versions. If you're running a 64-bit version of Windows, which most modern computers are, download the 64-bit JDK installer. If you're unsure, there are ways to check your system information within Windows. Once you've selected the correct installer, click on the download link. You might have to accept Oracle's license agreement before the download starts. It's always a good idea to read through it, but I'm not going to judge. Just kidding. Once the download is complete, we can move on to the actual installation process. Alright, now comes the easy part. Actually installing the JDK. Find the JDK installer you just downloaded. It should be an executable file, probably with a name like JDK version Windows, x64_bin, exe. Double-click that file to run the installer. You'll likely see a user account control prompt, asking if you want to allow the app to make changes to your device. Click Yes to proceed. The JDK installer will launch, and you'll be greeted with a welcome screen. Click Next to continue. The next screen will allow you to choose the installation location for the JDK. The default location is usually fine, but you can change it if you prefer. Just make sure you remember where you're installing it. Once you've chosen the installation location, click Next to start the installation process. Section 4. Verifying the JDK installation. Now we need to check if the installation was successful. This is where the command prompt comes in. What's the command prompt, you ask? It's a powerful tool that lets you interact with your computer using text commands. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. Open the command prompt by searching for CMD in the Windows search bar and clicking on the Command Prompt app. Once the command prompt is open, type in the following command and press Enter Java version. This command tells Java to display its version information. If the installation was successful, you should see the Java version you just installed displayed in the command prompt. If you get an error message saying Java is not recognized as an internal or external command, it means the JDK was not installed correctly, or the system path was not set up properly. Section 5. Your first Java program. Now that you have the JDK installed and verified, let's write a simple Java program to test it out. Open up a text editor like Notepad and type in the following code. Public class hello world. Public static void main string args. systemout.println hello world. Save this file as helloworld.java. Now go back to your command prompt. Use the command to navigate to the directory where you saved your helloworld.java file. Once you're in the correct directory, type in the following command to compile your Java program, javec helloworld.java. This will create a new file called hello world class. This .class file contains the compiled bytecode of your Java program. To run your program, type Java hello world. You should see hello world printed on the console. Congratulations, you've just run your first Java program. Section 6. Understanding Java's compilation and interpretation. You might be wondering why we had to compile our Java code before running it. This is because Java is both a compiled and interpreted language. What does that even mean? Let me explain. When you compile a Java program, the Java compiler, javac, converts your human-readable Java code into bytecode. Bytecode is a low-level representation of your code that can be understood by the Java Virtual Machine, JVM. The JVM is like an interpreter that runs on your computer. It takes the bytecode and executes it. This two-step process of compilation and interpretation is what makes Java platform independent. You can compile Java code on one platform, like Windows, and run it on any other platform that has a JVM, like macOS or Linux. Pretty cool, right? That's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you now have a better understanding of what the JDK is, how to install it on Windows, and how to write and run a simple Java program. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tech tips and tutorials.